Today I am going to meet with Pandit Sarothi Chatterjee. He is a very famous personality in the world of Indian classical music. Recently, when I came to know that he was coming to Kolkata, I immediately thought of meeting him and booked an appointment. So come with me to meet Pandit Sarothi Chatterjee. Hello, this is Ananda Banerjee and you are watching my channel You and Impact. We share a work relation since 2012, but over the years he has been a very close friend to us. It has been a long time since we last met, so I am very much excited today.
তুমি তো একবারে ক্যামেরা অন করে এসেছো গো।
I always wanted to know his journey with music since his childhood.
To me, musical journey is exactly similar if we compare with our life journey. My musical journey started at a very early age, and I can strongly remember that I never learnt formally Saregama Padanisa because my parents were musicians, and by God's grace it was initiated to me that what is Saregama and what is Dhadindinda, so that it exactly worked like my parents, my father and my mother. So the two main aspects of music, Sur and Tal. So I was introduced to this two particular thing exactly in the same way. So I had my training under the guidance of my parents, Pandit Arun Chatterjee, my father who is a classical musician, and my mother Srimati Shefali Chatterjee who was a traditional Padavali Kirtan artist. So under their tutelage I had enough training in music, and then later on I was trained by Pandit Rajan Sajan Mishra of Banaras Gharana. So I was fortunate enough to work with Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. I sang in his orchestra. I was fortunate enough to perform at different major festivals within India and outside India. And there was a time when I used to get frustrated about one particular fact, that a lot of my contemporary musicians, my friends, they used to go to abroad for concerts and workshops and all these things, and I always it was my mind, why not me? Am I not that caliber artist, or do I have any shortcomings, or do I have any limitations for that, and what exactly it needed an artist to go to abroad and perform? But I must say that in my journey I met one particular lady who was a wife of a very well-known sitar maestro, and she always used to encourage me, "Look, Sarthi, don't get frustrated. there will be a time, it may be late, but you please wait for some more years, and then automatically one fine morning you will get a good platform. And it exactly happened when I crossed 30, and early 30s I had my first abroad visit, and I visited England, France and Dubai. So 3 countries at a time, and then later on I went number of times with number of concerts, and for that I didn't have to do anything. It was automatically one organizer. He heard me long time back, he wanted me to be there, so he organized, he called up, he made all the arrangements, and I went there. So as I said, that journey always takes its own turn, and if I also believe in one another point, that if I try to make my destiny in a different way, that I want this, I want that, so I must go in this direction or that direction, then I don't think success may not become, and I cannot reach that particular success which I am looking for. Instead of that, it's better to wait, and you must have faith on your art form, on your own confidence. A person who is self-confident and have 100% confidence about his training, about his talim, about his everything, I think success has to come. কি ভালো সময় এসছে। হ্যাঁ,
Being a professional in the field of application development and digital marketing, I was very curious to know how he views the impact of digitalization in the music industry.
There was a time when we used to go to the studio and record, and it was released in the form of cassettes. And before cassettes, there was a system of long playing record. After that, cassettes, and then gradually CDs, and then now for any reason those cassettes and CDs almost become obsolete. So what are the other ways to promote Indian music, Indian classical music? And especially I stick to the point that classical music, because the other form of music may be easily acceptable to the mass, but it's not the classical music. Now there are certain improvements in the marketing or promotional side of music. These days, these kind of classical music, every kind of classical music by any musicians, those are available in the internet. We can have it in the internet, we can have it on social media, and there are a number of social medias. So basically, digitalization of this promotion or promotional part, it is in one sense is a very good direction of your propagation of music. Because there was a time when if I want to send my music to a person who is sitting at USA or London or any other countries, so either I have to go to record, I have to go to the studio, record, and in the form of cassette, then I have to send it physically. But these days, within 2 minutes, within 5 minutes, I can reach that person. So it's accessible. Now the other ways of this promotion is of course website, because we all the professional artists and performing artists, not only in the field of music but in any other art form, there is a system of website where you can In the website you can give any kind of information about your art form, your biodata, your audio clippings, your video clippings, your, if it's a painter, then your paintings, if it's a sculpture, then photographs of that.
Very structural.
Very much structural. So a website is one of the very good platform for publicity and for marketing or for promotional aspects of art and culture. Now, but I have an observation and I have a suggestion rather, that I personally not in favor of listening to the recording instead of live performance. Well, listening recording is one very good way of judge an artist, but the best way to judge an artist or to appreciate or to know that particular artist is to attend his or her live concert. So my suggestion is that number of live concerts should be increased. Live shows could be can be organized in different ways. There are a number of other ways also. How to get into this marketing sector or to make popular Indian classical music. There are some other form also. These are broadly some of the areas where we should work on. And we means it's not only the duty of the organizer as well as the artist also. An artist, unless he or she consider his fellow artist as his own family member, and he should feel that it's my responsibility to promote other musicians.
In this internet age, it's true that propagation of music has been easier through websites and social media channels. But what Sharathida feels that to understand and experience the music at the highest level, we must attend live concerts instead of only listening to digital form of music. Above everything, meeting an artist like Sharathi Chatterjee is always very enjoying and inspiring. I am leaving to go home with the sweet memories of this evening.
Ben